Yo, yo, here we go. Here comes Santos coming at you. Santos Bonacci, how you doing today, Santos?
Great, thanks, Jerry, and happy birthday.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. 47. 47 young. 47 young.
Nice. Nice year. Nice numbers.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Libra, and you're directly opposite me, March 24th and September 25th, directly opposite.
Yeah.
Aries.
Absolutely opposite. Saturn exalts and the sun falls.
Yeah. Yep. The rising and the setting signs.
Yep, no doubt. So you got a good one today. Coming up. I'm real excited about it as usual.
Great.
Some more.
Great. Well, today's. You want to tell the title?
No, you tell it. You tell it. I don't want to mess it up. Because it's got to come out good. Better when you say it. I know what it is, but it's you say it.
Yeah. Okay. So the Dharma Wheel, the Logos, the Torah, and the Tarot. Now that's just a short list. I could add Mazzaroth, Ecliptic, the Wheel of Archetypes.
I love it.
The Zodiac.
Yeah.
It's all the same stuff.
Nice.
So, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the science and understand how to understand all things, really, through the Dharma Wheel. And Dharma is Adharma. And Adharma is the man and the woman with the red blood, red. In fact, the earth, Adharma, in Hebrew, means red earth.
Right.
So we're going to find out what the Dharma Wheel is and what the Logos is, the Tarot and the Torah. So I always start with this. This is the foundation of all sciences. Okay? And so what we have here is the equator, obviously, in the middle, straight line.
Yep.
We have this sine wave here,
Ecliptic,
which describes the yearly cycles. Summer, hot in the northern hemisphere, north, cold in the northern hemisphere when the sun is down here, and the bottommost point there is 21st of December, Capricorn, the solstice,
yep.
Christmas, okay, winter. Here you've got your sign, so you just come through here. That's where your birthday is. My birthday is right over here.
March 24th.
Yep. That's Tropic of Cancer. That's Tropic of Capricorn. And then, of course, the other thing to factor in here is the constellations that they actually put along the ecliptic. They tell you. So pay attention.
Okay.
That's the
Aries.
Astronomical and astrological sign there, glyph for Aries.
Yeah.
Here is Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, of course. Cancer has to be here, etc., all along, right?
Leo,
now,
Libra.
Why do they start at Aries? Well, because right ascension of meridian, Ram,
Ra.
that's right, the Ram Aries, that's where everything starts.
Everything.
At right ascension of meridian.
6
so
a.m.
So what we're doing is we're going to take this science, because this is the science of Atum or Taurus. Because Taurus, you'll find that the atom, which is Adam, everything is atomic, anatomy, etc. The atom is the Taurus. So these are the root words we're looking for. Adum, Dharma, Aten, Atum, Amen, all of these words, they all mean this, the science of the torus field energy. Because as the sun produces this long wavelength of the year, it produces this hot season and this cold season, and in between you've got spring and autumn, balancing out the two polarities of wave amplitude. But this is describing exactly how a torus field extrapolates from 0 point counter space and creates a time-space material world of phenomena. Phenomena from noumena. Now, so we got that?
Yep.
Then we have to see the other cipher that we've been given. This is a cipher. Again, March 21st, the equinox.
Yes.
September 23rd, the equinox of wisdom, beauty, the solstice of strength. But of course, what they're telling you here is that this is the same as the day. The sun is beautiful in the morning, 6 a.m. The sun is strong, midday. This is the mid-heaven.
Yep.
Right? So this is now we've reduced this yearly cycle of the zodiac: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. We've reduced it to a day. And so here you have the setting. Here's where the sun sets. Okay, rising, setting. In the middle you see an 8-spoked wheel. This is the cross of Tum, Atum. You can see the letters T and O there. Well, this line is the meridian. And so T and O and this line, the meridian, spell out the word Tom. This is important. Then you see these diagonal intermediary lines. They are the cross quarter days. So you will have here March the 21st, that's here. This is May the 1st, cross quarter day. May Day.
Yeah.
Here is 21st of June, Cancer. Here is Loafmas Day, 1st of August, cross quarter day. 23rd of September, the other equinox, horizon. 1st of November, Halloween. 21st of December, Christmas, the solstice, winter solstice.
Shortest day.
1st of Feb, Groundhog's Day. And so we see this is the 8-spoke wheel because it has the cardinal tropical points, the equinoxes, and the solstices. And it has the middle of the seasons. So here you have the middle of spring, May Day. Here you have the middle of summer, Loafmas Day.
Leo.
The middle of autumn,
Halloween.
Halloween. Here you have the middle of winter, Groundhog's Day.
Oh yeah.
And so you see we have the tropical signs pointing up to Cancer, pointing over to Aries, pointing over to Libra, below Virgo. And this one here is pointing down
Capricorn.
to Capricorn. Okay? This one is the bull of spring, the lion of summer, Leo, the eagle of autumn, the man of Aquarius, winter. The eagle is Scorpio. Right. So you have Taurus, lion, eagle, man. In the Bible, it describes God as having the face of a man, an eagle, a lion, and a bull, because it's dealing with the fixed signs of the zodiac, not the cardinal signs. The cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, They describe something else. God is described by his fixed virtues. Fixed earth, Taurus. Therefore, God will have the face of a bull. One side of God's face, as in Revelation and the book of Ezekiel, is a bull. In front is a lion. To the side is an eagle. To the back is a man. And that is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, the fixed signs, because those are the fixed elements.
Absolutely.
So you've got cardinal signs, fixed signs, and mutable signs. And these are, cardinal, fixed, mutable, are Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, creator, preserver, destroyer, birth, growth, decay. Everything happens like that. See, here you see the royal arch. Well, that arch is the ark of the covenant, Noah's ark, the ark of degrees. In astrology, you have arcs, degrees of arc. Well, that's the royal arch. Equinox, solstice. See, the two cherubim, these are the two cerebrum in your brain, and they cover the Ark of the Covenant, which is the optic thalamus.
Nice.
Okay? Here you have Boaz and Jachin in the Temple of Solomon, and here you have the royal arch, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and this one has a seventh sign, Libra, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
But here you see, huh?
Yeah. I said yeah. That is interesting. Seventh sign there.
Okay, so here you have Taurus, Leo, so the spring, the lion, and here they've got the eagle on that side. Well, it should be on this side, and then the man is over here, Aquarius. So what we now need to do is we need to put Adam Kadmon on the ecliptic. That's the ecliptic there, and that's how you look at it. Aries always starts on March the 21st, and these the man and the woman are a copy of the DNA in the sky. This is Dan, DNA, and A-N-D, Andros, the man with the hand and the DNA, Andrew, the manly Andros. So you see, DNA comes from andros, androgynous, the man, the woman. And so this is the final part that you must have three parts along the ecliptic: the year, the day, and the body. And then you use this as the formula to understand everything. Man is the measure of the universe. As above, so below. All is atum. And the other expression is man, know thyself. Gnoste te ipsum, or gnoste te ipsum in Latin, or gnothi se afton in Greek. Know thyself. This is how we're going to know ourselves, through the Dharma Wheel.
Absolutely.
And by the way, that's the Dharma Wheel. Okay. Interesting. So let's have a look at this then, shall we?
Yes.
So we copy what we've just seen. We do an equator. We do a Tropic of Cancer. We do a Tropic of Capricorn. And that's how you do all waves, torus fields. This is how you model all energy, all sciences. In fact, before I proceed, just a quote from The Language Crystal, one of the most amazing books you will ever read about language. Language is the science that contains all other sciences. That's one of the most important expressions and truths you will ever remember. I've always said this. When you understand words, you understand the world.
Nice.
When you understand words, and you put God, L, in the word of God, that is the word that creates worlds with his whirling, wind of energy. Okay? That's the word turned into the world. Here's another quote. Face to face with the meanings of our words, we can redeem our environment. Face to face with the meanings of our words, we can redeem our environment. We redeem ourselves through understanding words. I'm going to show you how to understand words the only way, through the sine wave, through the energy field, because the energy field is created by words. You see, the word logos is sound. God is sound light. The word is the reverb of the verb, because logos in Latin is verb, reverberate. So God is sonoluminescence, as we will see.
Right.
Another from The Devil's Pulpit, the Reverend Robert Taylor. And as you can see, he has the ecliptic.
Exactly.
Okay, he's got the globe there, of course. This was 200 years ago.
Right.
Hence arises a large and very extensive class of words called radicals. We're going to learn about radicals.
Okay.
That is, words which are the roots and bases of innumerable varieties of language, but which when analysed are found to be essentially the same, and of the same signification in all the languages of the earth. So he's saying radicals, monosyllables, are the root of all languages, and they all mean the same thing. And that's what we're going to discover they do. Okay?
Yep.
And these you have the advantage of learning. As you learn the general chords and principles of music by your own ear, by hearing me repeat to you, as is my custom, all the different languages through the text on which I treat has been derived. These radicals are always monosyllables. They never require more than 3 letters, and may often be expressed by 2 or only 1. Hence, the earliest or most ancient languages of men are all monosyllabic, and all the combinations found with them are merely grammatical and artificial variations of the sound, but not the sense. And the sense always stays the same, and have been introduced in much later times, sometimes poetically and tastefully, but oftener to hide and conceal the original source whence they were derived. Please don't underestimate the 2 quotes. Write them down, meditate on them, because you will find this to be one of the greatest truths you will ever discover. This is how language is made, and language, the logos, has made the world. So what we do is we do the sine wave, the ecliptic, and we know that this is March the 21st, This is June 21st. This is September 23rd.
And then December 21st.
And what I'm going to do is bring this around.
Yep.
And we're going to put the solstices in now, make the cross of Atum, and December the 21st.
Meridian.
And then immediately, we're going to put the day, superimpose it on the year, as it is mimicking its father, the year. So, we've got 6 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m., and 12 midnight. So we've got, this line is the meridian. And this is exactly what we have when we look at an astrological chart, which I'll just grab. So most people see that's an astrological chart, and they're clueless. No idea what that is. Well, what this is exactly what I've done there. It's the same thing. Over here, you have the ascendant. That's the east, sun rising, and everything going that way is the west. Okay? So you've got the ascendant. You've got the mid-heaven here. That's the meridian, that M. And this line going straight down here to this arrow, that's the meridian. Everything on this side, that's AM.
Right.
Everything here, this is the descendant. This is PM. So what we've got here, post-meridian, anti-meridian. AM, because it's before the meridian, post-meridian. And this is astrological. You can see now that the signs are inside here, and the planets, these are the planets outside, going around the ecliptic. This is the ecliptic. And this is what astrology is. It's based on this. This is one and the same with this. When you learn that this is based on this and what this means, then you are a master of the logos, the astrologos.
Nice, nice.
So this is the meridian. Therefore, this is anti-meridian AM. So, we will have, in that case, seven, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, I'm going. Taking that as 6, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Sunrise.
Yep.
The horizon. Over here we have sunset.
6 p.m.
7, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, corresponding to May Day.
Yeah.
In the year, 9 in the morning. And those are the cross-quarter days. So we've got 1st of Feb, 1st of May, 1st of August, 1st of November. So, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11, 12 midday. AM, PM. 1 a.m., 2 p.m., 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here now, we have the 24-hour clock. This is how you construct your royal arch. This is how you become a mason, a carpenter. A carpenter means, or a mason means, to build your temple, to build the temple of Solomon. So this 8-spoke wheel is called the Dharma Wheel. That's Adam. Okay? Because along here you have the ascendant is over here. The A-S-C, the ascendant. Remember, right ascension of meridian, Ram, in the sign of the Ram, Aries, starts at 0 degrees Aries. The year starts here, the day starts here, astronomical science begins here, Ram. This is the start of the year, as is Capricorn. Same thing, this is the start of the year. In fact, the Romans used to call this Primus, Aries, and then Secundus, Tertius, Quartus, Quintus, Sextus, and Sept. Oct, November,
7, 8, 9,
December, because
10, Jesse.
Huh?
Yeah, 10 is Jesse. I'm just thinking out loud. Sorry about that. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's duplexing, so it's sort of jumping on me words.
Sure.
So December is not the 12th month. It's the 10th month.
Yes,
Because if you start with Primus where it should be,
exactly.
not in January, because starting the year in January is starting the year in the sign of Capricorn. It's a secular year. This is the sacred year. Sacred year always begins here. It's astrological. Okay. So what we have is the Dharma wheel. We have the ascendant here. We have the MC here. And we have the descendant here. Adum. So, in astrology, now I just want to get the source of the book where I got that from. Zosimos, where is he now? He is. Zosimos. Where is it now? Okay. I did have a book ready, and now I've misplaced it. Oh, well, you can edit out the...
Oh, no worries, no worries, no worries. It's only a few seconds.
Yeah. Where did I put that book? It was right here.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell is that book going? Now, I really want to read that quote, man.
Right. Nope, no worries, no worries. Go.
So the ascendant, the meridian, and the descendant has been known to be Adam for many years. This is Zosimos, Greek philosopher, Neoplatonist of the 3rd century. So then, the first man among us is named Toth, and among them Adam, a man from the language of the angels. And not only that, but with respect to the body, the name they refer to him by is symbolic, composed of 4 elements from the whole sphere. For the letter A of his name signifies the ascendant, east. The letter D of his name signifies the descendant, west. And the letter M of his name signifies the meridian, south. Okay. So what we've got is we've got an eastern source for Adam, the Dharma Wheel, and we've got an eastern source for the Dharma Wheel, because this is the Karma Dharma Wheel. Okay, so now what we have, of course, is the DNA strands of the helix. Helix is Helios. Okay, so what we've got now, Helios is providing the DNA. DNA is Dan, right? Adan. In Japanese, man is Dansei. Dansei. Dan. In Japanese, electricity is Denki. Den Ki, quite appropriate. Rei Ki, Ki is energy. Den is vibration, electricity. This is the torus field, electricity. El, the god El. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build the source and find the root of all of our languages. Okay, and this is one of the roots. All is Atum. T and D are interchangeable, M and N are interchangeable. Hence, Dan is Atum. And so from Dan, you get the man who has a DNA is Andros, the man. Andrew, same word. He's the one who has a hand. You see? Handy Andy. You like that one?
Yeah. Handsome.
Yeah, well, that's what defines man, through which this is Latin, mano, through which we manipulate, manufacture.
Manage.
Manage. Which one was that?
I said manage.
Manage. Manipulate. It's all with the hand. Handy. Andy.
Maneuver.
DNA. Exactly. Maneuver. Manipulate.
Yeah.
So, manacles. Manhandle. Well, that's handling with your hands. It doesn't mean you're handling a man. Man is mano, and hand, you see, there's a lot of, you could put here sand. Man is made of the dirt, is he not? Isn't that the land? Made from the land. That's El, God, and Andros. So when El, the light of God, creates Andros, the man, right? See, what we've got here is the story of Adam and Madam. So, in Spanish, Adan becomes Dansei in Japanese. So what we've actually got is electrical force is making man and woman, hot and cold, summer, winter, good and evil, and vice versa. It goes, these are twins, because electricity is blue shift, red shift. Electricity is red shift, blue shift, okay? Whereas magnetism is no color, it's white light. So Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The Seven Dwarfs, the sun is Snow White, and the Seven Dwarfs are the seven colors of the rainbow, which help the sun create all things. Hence, they are little helpers. So what you got? Adam is a madam. See, Adam and his dame. Adam has a dame, and she is madam. See? Dan and Dana. Aiden and Maiden. Don and Donna, the Madonna. The lad and the lady. You see, what you have is you've got man and woman. Sorry, that's not a man. Well, there you go. You've got man, and man. You've got Mars, you've got Mary. So the woman see, the woman is the reflection of the man, and vice versa. The man comes from the woman, the womb of man. And so what you have is Aton, all is Aton, is a patron or a matron. Patterns, father, and matter, mother. This is the pattern which creates the Father, who art in heaven, which creates the matter, Atta, Atun. All is Atun. So, Dom Dominic, well, that's just Adam. Sunday, Domenica. See, Dom and his wife Isis is how the world was created. In Isis Dom, in wisdom. This is wisdom, the Dom wheel. Dom means red. Blood. This generates the blood. So this is what we have. We have the Don and the Dan. Dana and Donna. You see, same thing. Dennis and Artemis. Alright? And the root of it is also the same root which is in the word Tor for Taurus field. In the word Tor we get Torah. The Torah is backwards for the rota. And it's the same as the tarot. Torah, tarot. When you look at the world card in the tarot cards of the Rider-Waite, you'll see when I find that card, it's the one that stands out the most to me. It's definitely my favourite card. by far, by far, by far, because of the symbology in it. Here we have the bull, the lion, the eagle, and the man, the 4 fixed signs. And you'll see they are pointing to the tarot card, which has tarot written around the outside. You see the T?
Yes.
R-O. That's tarot, going around that way. But going around this way, it's Torah. And then going around this way, it is Ro, Ta. You see, and then you have Yod He Va He at the cross quarter days. Well, isn't that funny? Because Yod is pointing here to Taurus. It's the spring. He is the lion, summer. Vav is the eagle, Scorpio, cross quarter day, Halloween. And then the final Yod He Va He is the man. And see, here you've got Jehovah, you've got Torah and Tarot, and now what you've got here is you've actually got the Logos, the Word of God. The Logos is the astrologos, the Word of God, because God is Astra. Has to be. God is light, and they're the only lights we see. The sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, so-called. And so it is the astrologos. The logos is the word is the verb. The verb is to reverberate. Eve. The verb is Eve. You see? And this is the astrologos. Here we have the 12 verbs. We have I am, the beginning. I am. You have to be before you can do anything else. Then you have I have. Then you have to think, I think. These are all verbs. The 12 apostles, the 12 posts, 1 post, 2 posts. I feel. I will. Leo, the lion. I analyze. Virgo, very analytical. I balance. I want. Scorpio. I understand. Sagittarius. I see. I use. I build. The carpenter. Capricorn. He has to build the temple all the time. This is the Mason, number 10 sign. 10 comes down to 1. Number 1 politically, number 1 spiritually. The king, the priest. Aries rules the bones, and what is infrastructure and stable. Earth, cardinal earth. Aries rules the cerebrospinal system, and what is spiritual. The Lamb of God, the goat. Separating of the sheep and the goats, Capricorn and Aries. The 2 starts, you start here at cosine, or you start here at sine wave, at 0 degrees right ascension of meridian, where everything begins. And so what you've got now is we've discovered who God is. It's the reverberating God, sound, because sound is audio. Last time I checked, Dio was God, and that is gold. God is golden, horrific, audio. When you're listening to sound, you're listening to God. Dio, audio, oh God, oh Dio. That's why Marconi called his speaking device a radio. Ra, radio. Ra, radiating God. So audio is telling us the source is God. Sound, sonoluminescence. And by the way, the real name of Adam is Ra. Ra Adam. which backwards is mother, madar in Sanskrit. That's mother. Father, Adam, Radam, Ra-Adim. And by the way, in Hebrew, Mars and Mary, Adam and Eve, Adam and Madam, is called Ma-Adin. Wait a minute. Mars is called Ma-Adin in Hebrew. Well, that's interesting. Ra-Adam, Madar, the mother. So, the Torah is the will of God. By the way, we need to finish this. To know, Aquarius, the know-it-alls. Those are 12 verbs, man. To be, to have, to think, to feel, to want and will, to analyze, to balance, to want, to see and understand, to use and build, to know and to believe. That's the full 12 helpers of the Lord on the good and acceptable year of the Lord. You see, they are the helpers, the 12 verbs, the 12 titans. Okay. So the will of God is the wheel of God. Will backwards is law. You have to understand this. Will, wall, law. The law of God, L-O-R-E or L-A-W, it doesn't matter, is backwards and synonymous with the wheel, the law, and the will of God. These are all the same things. This is the will, the word of God.
Exactly.
Exactly. Logos. And Torah comes from the Taurus field, and we know from our studies already, because we've been good students of syncretism, haven't we, Jerry?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That this is the Torah. This is the Torah. That's why the second sign, Taurus, is always there. Because Aries is the first sign. Aries goes like this. The meridian. Right ascension of meridian. That's why the glyph for Aries is the meridian. Because it's starting at the meridian. And that's why the glyph for Libra is a sun setting. So you've got the meridian, the sign for Aries, and the sun setting, the sign for Libra, over here, where the setting. See, all of this, no one invented this. This just is. This is nature. Nature will always be like this. This symbol will turn up in every part of the universe, wherever you go. Libra will always have this symbol. Aries will always have this symbol. Because this is in our DNA. This is the blueprint. No one invented this. I certainly didn't. You just discover this. You become aware of it. We wrote this years and years ago. This is our book, the book of creation. This is the DNA. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. It's already there encoded. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. It's the DNA. It's Dan, the vibration. So what we've got here is we've got 12 archetypes. 12 types that come from the arch. Degrees of ark. Noah's ark. You see, this is the Ark of Noah, the Ark of the Covenant of Moses, the covenant that God made, the covenant of works, the covenant of rest. You rest in the winter and you work in the summer. 2 covenants. You see? All right, so we know that this is the Taurus field. Well, that's why Taurus the ox, there's the X of the cross quarter days. That's why Taurus is always on that line here. Taurus is here. So you've got Aries rising at the Horus horizon. You see, it's interesting. In Japanese, haru means spring. Harumaki, spring roll. In Korean, haru means day. So isn't it funny that Horus horizon is the god of the hours, Horus, and here we have the horned animal, Horus, the horns of the ram, and here we have Taurus, horn, and so this is the spring in the year, haru in Japanese, and this is the day cycle, haru in Korean. So hor is that, obviously, that energy of the horizon coming out of the center of the Taurus field. This is 0 point. This is 0 point here. So this will be Aries. So the energy is going up that way. If it's going back that way, this will be Aries, this will be Taurus. So it will correspond. Aries will be here, Taurus will be here, Gemini will be here, and Cancer is always at the top. Wave amplitude. Okay, if we're going to go that way. Doesn't matter, you can go this way, around this way, you can go around that way, it doesn't matter. You always start at 0 point, right ascension of meridian, ran with Aries, you see? So what we've got here is we've got atum, and atum comes from, you see, language is etymology, isn't it? Well, it's etymology. Atom, logos. It's the logos, atom, all is atum, speaking. Hence you study logos words and you call them etymology. Well, it's funny that etymon in Greek means time. Well, there you can see time there, can't you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, etumos in Greek means truth. Hence, when we study etymology, we are studying the true meaning of the word. Eton. So when you get eton, and you go backwards, you've got mot. That's the French word for word. Bon mot. You don't pronounce the final T. Sometimes in French that's how they speak, but that's the word for word. Bon mot. That comes from motum in Latin, which means the word. To mutter. To have a motto. These are the 12 mottos. The motto for Aries is I am. The motto for Taurus is I have, etc. So you've got atom, motto. Okay? It's also motor. Because this is the motor, the energy of the atom. Atom backwards is motor. It's mother. Because atom is a madam. Okay? So what we have then is you're muttering from your mouth. Well, that's nothing but mot, from your mot. You are muttering from your mot. Muttering to speak, because it's backwards for atum, and atum is sound, audio. And so what you have here is the root of atum. Okay, atum is the atomic pattern, the atomic vibration. Okay, so Adam is the one who speaks languages, isn't he? Idioma in Spanish is a language. An idiom is an expression. Adam, who speaks. Idiom, language. Logos. So what we have now is another root word. Out of this comes abracadabra. Abra means to open. April means to open. Aprire in Latin. That's why April is always here at the opening. Abra, abra la puerta. In Italian, apra la porta. In Portuguese, abra. In French, ouvre. But here you have abrasion. When the two field modalities of dielectricity and magnetism work against each other, they create a vibration. Vibra, sound. And that is abrasion. Abrasion gives you Abraham, Brahma, Abraxas.
To create using sound.
Thank you. Thank you. I create as I speak.
Yeah.
Talk. When you talk, you are creating torsion.
Wow.
Abraxas.
I love it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 7-letter word. And when you add those words up in gematria, you come up to 365 days of the year. The ran, Abram, Abraxas, abrasion, abra. It's the Taurus field opening up. That's why the bull is called Apis. Apis, up. Up comes from here. Up. And Apis, the bull. It's the energy of going up. April, abrasion. It's also Bra, Deborah, the prophetess. Abracadabra, Deborah. Deborah was a prophetess. In Hebrew, to speak is Daber, Deborah, the speaker, the prophetess. In Japanese, to speak is Daberu. Dabru, dabr, dabra, dabra. In Italian, your lips, labra. Labra cadabra. Because when you open your lips, your labra, you are abra, speaking, abracadabra. And this is the abracadabra. This is the Mazarot, the Logos, the Torah, the Rota, the Torah, the Tarot. Well, how is this the Tarot? Well, it's easy. This is the Tarot. This is the first sign, second, third, fourth. When you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on all the way up to 12, you get the good old number of 78. And that's how many cards I have in my hand in the Tarot deck. When you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, the top half, you get 21. Yeah, 21 is the trump cards. The major arcana is 22, but the trump cards are 21. These are the trump cards which correspond to the major arcana. This is the minor arcana of 78 numbers. 79 is the periodic number for the atomic number for gold, or AU, gold, sound, audio, God, listen. So the year used to be called in the Proto-Germanic language the Yaran, Y-A-R-A-N, Ran, right ascension of meridian, 0 degrees Aries. The year, which we've shortened, Ya, this is the Proto-Germanic word for the year. We've shortened it. We take the on the end of it, and we just call it Yar, the year. But it's the Jah-Ran, Jehovah the Ran. Psalms 21, the Lord is my shepherd. That psalm is called Jehovah Ra. Jehovah, R-A apostrophe A-H. Jehovah Ra. That's Jah-Ran, Yaran, the year. And the year is on the ecliptic. It's an expression of the torus field. And the torus field is in 12 sections. All energy is a 12ness. All energy has 12 verbs in it. This is the verb, reverberating. The logos, the Mazzaroth. Can thou tell forth the Mazzaroth, Job? Job 38:32. Do you know how to tell the Mazzaroth in its season? Do you know when the Pleiades is coming up? And Orion? Do you worship? Amos chapter 6. I will worship the one who made the 7 stars of Orion. Can you tell forth the Big Dipper? Ursa Major, Job. If you don't know these signs in their season, don't come to me and don't go to the astrologers because I've condemned them. See, the Bible does condemn astrologers. It condemns diviners, people who speak about what is divine. It condemns the sorcerers because they're speaking about the source. But it does not condemn astrology. There's nowhere in the Bible where it says the science of astrology is demonic or condemned. No, it condemns the ones who are abusing it, just as Jesus abused those who were condemned those who were abusing law, i.e. the lawyers. Woe to you lawyers, for you bind the little ones with heavy loads, which you yourself do not wish to carry. Better for you if you tie a millstone around your neck and cast yourselves into the sea than to stumble a little child. See, Jesus was not condemning law. The Bible doesn't condemn law, it condemns lawyers. The Bible does not condemn what is divine, it condemns diviners. Because those are the ones who have gone astray and lead people astray and don't teach people the true science. Alright, so this is, gold is ore, it's also ore, and it's also dorado, adorable. This is the torus field. Tom and tor is the same word. Tom, tor, torus field or atom, because an atom is a torus field and a torus field is an atom. It's all atomic.
It is.
But there's no particles. It's just a pulse and a wave. The pulse comes from here, and the wave goes like this and creates a time-space bubble. Time, etimos, truth. You see? And so you've got a pulse, wave, duality universe. There's no particle wave, no such thing as a particle. This atom, it doesn't have any real parts to it. It's just it's a vibration. Vibra, verb, Eve. Eve is the wave. Wave Wave is Ave Maria. Adam is the wave. How do we know Adam is the wave? Adonis, Adam and Isis, wisdom, same stuff. Well, Adon is ond. Onda. Onda is to undulate. What's something that undulates? What's an undulation? Well, that's if a wave undulates, because a wave is an onda. An onda is an anagram for Adam, as the wave is Ave Maria. Ave Maria, Queen of Heavens, because Maria is maritime, water, marine, Mars, the ruler of water. Mars is Moses, who was drawn from the water and the fire. Okay? Alright, so what we've got is the ram and the bull rambling. Ramble on. Or the ecliptic. So what we have, this is the ramble. We ramble because our ram and our bull, the cerebrum and the cerebellum.
Yeah.
Okay, cerebellum. Bellum is the bull. They are directing the body. My hand is moving because my cerebrum and my cerebellum are directing, and when I ramble on, I'm following the ram and the bull. Jesus Christ is the good shepherd, Aries. Krishna, Ishwara Krishna, is the good cowherd, Taurus. Krishna is always with his cows. Christ is always with his sheep, rambling on. And why are they with those animals? Because the cow is the Taurus, the Apis of April, opening with his horn, Horus, on the horizon. And Saturn's always over here setting. Good old Saturn. This is the sunset. Alrighty. So I reckon that's a good 1 hour solid presentation. And we can go over a few fine details if you wish. What do you come up with, man? Surely you were inspired.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just thinking Umbra opening. I was a little distracted, but yeah, no doubt.
That's a good point. Yeah. So whenever you see Ra, you see the power of the letter R. The letter R is life. 666, the 18th letter. It's the proton. The electron is clearly the letter L. So you've got L and R, right and left, red and blue. L is because Ra is Ra-El. Ra is the light that emanates outwardly. L is the internal light.
Radiate, okay? Ra, outward.
Ra radiates. L, liquid, is the light, the internal light. So we need Israel. This is Israel.
Yes.
This is it. Isis, Ra, and El. Isis is the midpoint. Isis is that. El is the circle. And Ra is the radius. Interesting. That's God, and that's God. And so the radius Israel, Isis, Ra, and the Cirque El means spirit, soul, and body. The spirit is one, the soul is sevenfold, the 7 chakras, and the body is 12-fold. Aries at the top of the head, Pisces at the bottom of the feet. So, when you source information like Zosimos, here he is, 3rd century Neoplatonic astrologer, vegetarian, flat earther, etc., teaching us that the ancients knew that Adam is a symbol for ascendant, descendant, and meridian. This is the Dharma Wheel, Adum. You see, you can't escape this. This is already set in languages. Remember, we can unravel. What was the word used here by Lawrence William Lyons? Lawrence William Lyons in the crystal language. You won't get this anymore. These are worth about $1,000 on Amazon. Wow. I was lucky to get this in 2014. I found it secondhand on Amazon, and I was lucky to get it.
Nice, nice, good form.
So face to face with the meanings of our words, we can redeem Adam. When Adam needs a redeemer because he is doomed and he is moody. He is damned backwards is mad. And he is made of dirt, which is mud, which makes him dumb.
Dumb, mud.
It's all the same. Damned, mad, dumb, dung. We're a pile of dung.
Wow.
A sand dune. In Australia, we call the toilet a dunny.
Yep.
The little outhouse, we call that little outhouse the dunny.
The
going
dunny.
to the dunny.
The dunny.
So you're going to do dung. Air dung.
Dung beetles.
See, language is the science. This is the other quote. Language is a science that contains all other sciences.
That's right. Wow. Telling.
So, what we've learned is typology. This is typology. All the Gospels come from here, all the nursery rhymes, all the fairy tales, all the cosmologies, they're all based on this. Okay, so...
Truth.
And in order to understand that, I'm going to read something. Read something from the great and illustrious Thomas H. Burgoyne. He said this. He teaches how to construct the heavens in this book. This is where I learnt it from. Basically, I learnt how to do the ecliptic, the day and the year and the body from this book. If you look at this picture, once I find it, you will see this comes from this book, and it's ancient. It's nothing new. A lot of people think this is New Age weirdness.
Oh my!
I'm a Neoplatonist. I go back to Iamblichus and Porphyry, Proclus, Plotinus, Plutarch,
Ptolemy.
Ptolemy, Sallustius, Macrobius. I'm not a New Ager. This is all old stuff.
Yeah? Old school. You're an old schooler. An old schooler.
Go back to the old ways, my people, if you shall be blessed.
Yes, yes.
Right, I do want to show you this picture because when you show the source of certain things, where they come from, it's better than saying it, because then people have that image in their mind and they know where certain things come from. I like to do that. I like to reference the sources where I get things from, so that then they are part of the presentation and easier for people to remember, so that they can not forget where they saw the information. Well, looky here.
Gee, that looks familiar. Beautiful.
The Light of Egypt, The Science of the Soul and the Stars, Volume 1. I recommend Volume 2 as well. But here's what he says after establishing the Dharma Wheel. He said, our chief reason for drawing the students' attention to this peculiar division of the zodiac is that it is this division that forms the groundwork upon which is based every theological system the world has ever seen. You see, so when I read things like that, I don't just read them and go, oh yeah, well that's what you think. I say, no, I'm going to test that, and I always have. And when I test things, I find the truth. Same with the flat Earth cosmology. Here I was in my presentations for the last decade, using the Ptolemaic system, telling people that the astrologers spoke of the firmament, the crystalline waters, and the primum mobile. You can see me touring the world since 2010, 11, and my presentations using the true Ptolemaic geocentric model, all the while using the heliocentric model to explain what you cannot explain with the heliocentric model. So when people kept sending me in 2013 and 2014 flat Earth videos, and I kept deleting them and telling them to go away, I should have paid attention to my own presentations.
Sure.
Because those presentations are all Ptolemaic. They always have been.
Good.
So I haven't changed much. The only thing that ever changed in my syncretism is my position on heliocentrism. That's it. The science still stands up. That's the same sine wave. That's the same story, the same information that I've ever used. That sine wave. And it is the basis, as Thomas H. Burgoyne says, of all theological systems.
Yeah.
Okay, so also when you speak with your mouth backwards is tum, of course, and to mutter and motter and have a motum. By the way, motum has got tom in it twice. Mot, tum. So twice. That, like a drummer plays his tom-toms, because that tom-tom is the sound. It's a little Big Bang. Yeah? There's no Big Bangs. There's lots endless little Big Bangs. and they are audible, hence audio, golden God.
Radio.
And mouth is also math. See? Mouth speaks etoms, etymology, true words, but it also speaks numbers, math. From the mouth you pronounce math.
And from the mouth is where everything comes out. Out is in mouth.
That's right. Mouth.
It's all there. It's all there.
And another one. I really enjoy. I really enjoy this one. Because T and D are interchangeable, and so is M and N. So when you have Dan, see, the lost tribe of Dan is the Adamites. We're lost because we're lost at sea. Our blood is the same as seawater. Hence, we're crossing the Red Sea in incarnation. We have red blood. So when you are incarnated, you have red blood. You're crossing the Red Sea. Dan means red. Okay?
Okay.
But all the anagrams of this, we've already seen what and produces. Andros, the man. We've already seen what DNA is. Well, what about Nad? Oh, well, that's a no-brainer. In Sanskrit, sound. Nad, nad, nad. It has to be anything that has atum in it, remembering that all the vowels are interchangeable, T and D are interchangeable, and M and N are interchangeable. They must be dealing with sound. Nadir.
Nadia.
Nadir. What's a nadir?
Nadir.
Well, that's the zenith, the apex. And this is the nadir. The bottom. So when you go to the 21st of December is St. Tom's Day. So Tom, which is the same as Nadir, that's how it works. He is always at the
bottom.
Go to hell and Tommy. The winter is hell. That's why they send you to hell and Tommy. 21st of December, the winter solstice, is the day of St. Thomas. And so that's the nadir. Sound. Nada. In Japanese, in Spanish, nada means nothing.
Exactly.
Okay? So, and also,
it's
the French word for mot can also become not. Not and nada. Because within atum is being and not being. Because in every word there are three genders. Neuter, masculine, and feminine. If you get this, Adam, and you put him a madam, and you say, I... So if you say this expression, Madam, I am Adam, backwards it says exactly the same thing. Madam, I am
Adam.
Madam, hang on a minute. Let's see how that's supposed to be written correctly.
Okay.
And then I think that'll wrap it up. What do you reckon?
Yeah, just fantastic. Yeah, there was a second there where I was just coming up with all kinds of but I didn't want to interrupt, and I was like, it was just coming to me left and right. It was beautiful when you were coming. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You should write them down with a pen and paper and then bring them up, like right now. Now's a good time.
Right. Oh no, I was just putting the words together, like motor, and then backwards rotate, rotor, rotation. I was just going with it.
Yeah, because the sound is going backwards and forwards at the same time. That's how it works. This wave is going this way and also that way at the same time. So it is intelligent, and it doesn't matter whether the sound is going forward, atum, or backwards, mota, 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 atum, father, mother. It doesn't matter because it's producing both at the same time.
It's beautiful the way it's all there. It's all there.
Yeah. All right, brother. Oh, here it is. Sorry. It's like this. All right. So you write.
Okay.
Madam.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it works perfect.
So, madam.
I'm Adam. Madam. I'm Adam. Madam. I'm Adam.
That's what Mona Lisa means. Okay.
Mona Lisa. Madam. I'm Adam.
Ammon and Isis. So this is the story of Madam, I'm Adam. And it's the story of the ecliptic, the logos, the Dharma Wheel, the Torah, the rota, the Maseroth, the wheel, the 8-spoked wheel. It is the wheel of our life. You see, once you understand that every 12th portion of that wheel has its own unique key signature energy, then you know how to work with those energies. You know what to look for, you know how to interpret them, and you know how to speak that language, that astro language, astrologos. Alrighty.
Well, thank you so much for that birthday present, really. I appreciate that. Best present ever. Wisdom.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, man, for your hard work, and bless you.